Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Raimundo, and I'll be teaching this course, this Humanities Theater Drama Speech 101 for Christian Leaders Institute. Now you can see I'm standing in my man cave. This is where I do most of my work. Now, this introductory video is going to give you a brief outline of the syllabus. And I will be posting the syllabus also for you to look over and read and study so that you'll know what we'll be doing. And as someone who has two doctorate degrees, I've taken a lot of courses in my day. And what I've discovered is this, that when you read the syllabus and then stay ahead of the professor, it's very easy to get an A. Staying ahead is much better than waiting for me to say something. But if you go ahead, you'll then understand by reading, by studying, that when we go over it in the lecture, it will be more familiar and it will stick to the gray area. So, what exactly are we going to be doing in this theater class 101? Now, one of the things that you often hear about theater or the history of theater is that the Greeks started it. Well, I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is because the author of all forms of literature and drama is God. And the first performance was actually done with Moses when he performed a ritual for an audience of believers. And a ritual, whether you go to church and you're listening to a sermon by a minister, by a pastor, or if you go to a mass and watch the priest perform the mass and provide the liturgy, you're watching a performance. So these are different types of performance. But we'll be looking at more at the theater type of performance. But one of the things that you often hear is that theater, TV, movies, stories that are done with actors reflect society. So when you see a movie or you see a TV show, they're really digital formats of the theater. Theater is with live actors, television and movies is with pre recorded actors, but it's still theater. Now, and it reflects society. Well, if that's the case, then elements in theater are also elements in society, in real life. And we're gonna look at it in this course because this is a Christian college, and this course does have Christian elements to it, not just presenting theater, but presenting elements that are Christian based as well. And some of those elements that we see in theater, we can apply in our personal lives. And we're going to be going over that. But I would like you to look at the syllabus, the course information, what is exactly that we're, you know, highlighting, some of the goals, and possibly some readings that I might want you to read, or I should say, I have you read. For example, one might be the monologue that Antony gives in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, and it's a monologue. And we're going to be looking at that monologue because that monologue is just one person speaking. And it's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you a monologue. Also, it's what a minister does when he's at church, when he's presenting his sermon. It's a monologue. It's not a dialogue where people go back and forth and talk. It's one person talking with an audience listening. That's a monologue. A dialogue would be when two people exchange conversation. That's a dialogue. And we're going to be looking at that in some of the elements that are in theater. I will also be asking you to go to YouTube and listen to some speeches that were done by some pretty interesting people. And they gave some really great speeches. So I'd like you to look at that as well because those are monologues. And we're going to be discussing that. We're going to be discussing theme, character, elements of which are elements to theater. We're going to be looking at plot line as the production moves from the beginning to end. We're going to be looking at conflict, resolution. We're going to be looking at the characters, what makes good characters, what are the characteristics. We're going to be looking at voice, how to present your voice, how to use your voice. These are the things that we will be doing in this class over the next 36 videos. Well, actually 35 more. So that's what we're going to be doing in this class. There's going to be the posting of the syllabus for you to read. There will be also some suggestions as to what speaker I would like you to listen to on YouTube. There will be other videos that I will have you to look at in order to help you to progress through this course. So look over the syllabus, get ahead of me, start thinking about these things. You may want to look at the definitions. You may want to go to Google and look and get the definitions of some of these words so that you'll know what they are when I talk about them. Until the next video, this is Dr. Raimundo for Christian Leaders Institute, and God bless.